company.
Tonight on Ctv3 News, accused suspect in triple murder on the island of San Pedro, Christian Espat, claims innocence in mass shooting, while second suspect Michael Brown hands himself over to San Pedro police. Tropical depression number 23 to bring excessive rain over Belize. A computer lab before the Church of Christ Primary School. And as we come to the end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we'll tell you why early detection saves lives. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Tuesday, October 24th, 2023.
That'll be $50. Thank you. Wait, hey, this 50 is a fake.
How do you know it's a fake?
What are you talking about, sir? How can I identify a genuine note from a fake note?
Well, a genuine 50 has a watermark with the jaguar and the written words of the 50, also a thread.
Know your money and know a fake one when you see it. Do not rely on any one security feature. Look for the clarity and quality of printing. The printed lines and colors should be sharp and clear. Feel the quality of the paper and the raised print. Hold the note up to the light to see the windowed security thread. It should form one complete line when held up to the light. The watermark and denominational electrotype. The Jaguar is the watermark in the $100 and $50 notes. The Sleeping Giant is the watermark in the $20, $10, $5, and $2 notes. The see-through feature. The parts of the design printed on the back should fit exactly within the unprinted areas of the front to form the complete design. Check the $100 note for the toucan hologram with the periwinkle flower overprint. Tilt it to see the small images of the toucan and the numeral 100. Check the $50 note for the green foil angelfish. Check even closer. Use an ultraviolet light to see the fluorescent features. Use a magnifier to see the microlettering. Tiny letters that read Central Bank of Belize and the value of the note. Stop the circulation of counterfeit Belize currency notes. Pass all counterfeits to the police at once. It is a criminal offense to hold or use a counterfeit. Be safe, be sure, know your money.
Movies are dreams. That you never forget.
The lights change how everything looks. It's hard to find our house.
Ours is the dark house with no lights.
scientists versus the artists. What kind of movie are we gonna make?
You stop making movies, it'll break your mother's heart.
I don't know what to do anymore.
You do what your heart says you have to. What was your favorite part?
Good evening, with the news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. 3 persons are tonight dead after an execution at close range that was registered in the back lane along the lagoon side of the San Pedrito area of the island town of San Pedro. The incident took place in the wee hours of Monday morning when Delma Rodriguez, his wife and daughter, and 2 friends were on their way home. But before the group could arrive to their destination, they were ambushed by 2 gunmen who emerged from nearby mangroves and wearing no covering to conceal their identity. Police confirmed that at least 60 rounds of ammunition were fired. When the gunshots receded, 7 persons had been injured. While 3 are still admitted pending medical outcomes for emergency surgeries, 1 has been discharged. Sadly, 3 perished due to the heinous act. The victims, Delma Rodriguez and his 3-year-old baby girl Amari Rodriguez, and 24-year-old Carlos Chi, a native of Corozal. Since the incident, police are on high alert and looking for Christian Espat since Michael Brown, the second suspect in the shooting, handed himself over to the San Pedro police this afternoon, accompanied by his lawyer, Earl Hamilton. Both Espat and Brown had been detained by police days before the triple murder. But tonight, in a very interesting turn of events, a video has emerged of wanted man Christian Espat. In the video, his voice is heard denying any involvement in the triple murder. He also accuses police of torturing him while having him in their custody last week, as confirmed by Commissioner of Police Chester Williams yesterday. Here is an excerpt from that video.
My name is Christian Espat. I'm sending this video to the media to clear my name because the police are accusing me of a triple murder I didn't commit. The reason I'm not in the island at this moment because last week Thursday the police threatened me to the point that I no longer could take the pain. I'm not running and I'm not hiding from the law. I just came to the doctor to see if the police didn't do any permanent damage to my head. I don't know why they're accusing me of this triple murder because I know I didn't have no misunderstanding and no problem with Delma Rodriguez. I never threatened him nor his family. Words had any drug-related conflict with him.
The video concluded with a female voiceover describing pictures of Espat's injuries and his medical report. Until News Time, Police Department has not issued a formal response to the assertions of Christian Espat. The triple murder in San Pedro, believed to be drug gang related, has left the entire country in shock, especially since a 3-year-old lost her life in the shooting. Her father, 25-year-old fisherman Delma Rodriguez, and Carlos Chi were also fatally wounded. She is from Corozal, and today when we met with the mayor of Corozal town, we asked him for his comments in relation to the mass shooting.
It's always an unfortunate situation when you have residents from a hometown or anyone ended up killed, right? I heard it's a young man. That even hurts the community even more because, we try to find ways to encourage young people to get into positive things, to be someone very productive to our community. And when you have a loss of a young person, it's detrimental to your community. I grieve with the family. I want to pass on my condolences to them. I knew the young man also. He was no stranger to the Corozal Town Council or the community, right? And may his soul rest in peace. And even the little child, because I heard it was a 3-year-old, I'm not sure if 3 years, but it's really a loss to our community having a 3-year-old child getting killed, and the father also. So, as a community, I want to encourage the community to work together, to stay together, and when you have incidents like this, we have to grieve together and try to encourage the family to stand up and move forward. It's something very hard to do at the moment because pain is something very real, right? Especially when you have a loved one lost. But as a community, we have to encourage one another.
The police are still actively investigating the incident and are tonight still seeking Michael Brown and Christian Espat. On October 12, 2023, a fire erupted from inside the library of the Corozal Church of Christ Primary School. A mature video caught the incident around 2:30 p.m. The firefighters responded in record time and managed to douse the blaze before it spread to other parts of the building. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. However, the school's library was destroyed by water and smoke. Today, the principal of the school explained what happened that afternoon when the fire broke.
We had a fire incident 2 weeks ago, and for the school to be struggling, it will be very costly to recuperate. And today's donation of over 4 funds make it adequate for the computer room, as it will give better ventilation. The students, as we were planning to start our computer room, and we have this incidents, but Mayor Rigo Reyes answered our call by coming with his team, giving the room a new face look, painting it, provide everything that is needed. Now with these funds, the children are all excited. They see that we have a mayor that works. We see that a mayor that always answers our call. It was like about 2:40 when a child came and said there's smoke coming out of the library. They know it as the library, And I came out and we saw a dark smoke coming out of there. It is a fan that we have electrical problem, a wall fan. But fortunately, it fell on a metal shelf. And there were many cars there. And the cars, the chargers and other cars were the ones that caught fire. Good to say that this time the fire department made a quick response, and they came and then they assisted also in outing the fire. Due to the water and the fire, we have the wall was damaged with smoke and stain. We have CPUs that Rotary had donated, they were damaged. We had the internet, right, was damaged also, and the camera, the box for the camera was damaged, and the fan, So these are things that need to be replaced. And then we are blessed, as I said before, that we have the mayor and also our international board that are looking into it, because the children, we promise them, we commit ourselves to have computer classes from standard 3 to standard 6. And I told them, give us October, because we are preparing a room.
And then came Rigo Reyes, the mayor of Corozal town, to aid the school not only with funds, but with a new facelift for the library that will be turned into a computer lab. The school manager says the entire school population is thankful for the mayor's donation.
want to thank God for everything that is happening, and I thank Him for let it soften the heart of Mayor Rigo Reyes to come and to assist our school, because we have a freak accident, which is an incident fire that took place in the computer lab room. And so he came to our aid by power washing the lab room and also cleaning it and then painting it. And he's continuing to paint it along with his able men for the Corozal Town Council.
He was also saying that the yard was trapped and that kind of sort of thing.
Yes, what happened is that during our COVID period, the mayor, Mr. Rigo Reyes, he donated 8 wash-hand basins for each one of the classrooms so that we could have the sanitizing of the children and students so that we stop the contagious disease, which was COVID-19. A lot of rat snakes and it used to be high. What happened, the burglars used to come over the fence and they used to burglarize and vandalize the school. And then Mayor Rigo Reyes, he cleared that up and have it cleaned first. So that helped to keep away the burglars.
With the new donation that you're getting, it's obviously going to enhance the learning experience of your students. What have you to say about that?
Well, it's very good because our duty as a community is to ensure that we provide a safe, secure, clean and cool environment for our students to learn. So it's a conducive for learning. And this donation today with these 4 funds, definitely we do that and we appreciate it because it will carry us a long way. And we thank Mayor Rigoberto Reyes and his Corozal Town Council for providing it and gifting it to us.
And as it appears, Reyes is no stranger to the school body. He spoke to them on a one-on-one this morning during their assembly. Words of encouragement included staying in school and being responsible.
It's not the first time that I work with Church of Christ or help Church of Christ or the Town Council reaches out to Church of Christ. But I know that there was an incident here and I know that they needed aid. And of course, the Corozal Town Council is here not only to do streets and clean the drains, but also to reach out whenever it's needed. So we heard about the fire incident and we decided as a council to come and view the place that got damaged, and we noticed that it's something that we want to help with. So we decided on a Saturday to come and paint it all over again. But beyond that, we knew that that's not all that we wanted to do. So we decided also to get 4 wall fans for them. You know, it's very important for kids to be very comfortable within their educational space. So we try to see how much we can do so they can be within that comfort zone at school. We all know that education is very important, and we all know that schools are not that rich to be able to just have an incident and tomorrow be able to, don't worry about it, we'll cover it. You know? As a town council, it's our duty also to reach out to them whenever they call upon us. And we don't have a problem. Like you mentioned before, it's not the only school. We have worked with so many different schools. But it just so happens that Church of Christ was the one with the incident, so we reach out. Being here is even far more important than just about the donation, but also recognizing the fact that we have a problem. I mean, climate change has caused so much damage to our country and the world. You know, and as human beings, we have to recognize that and try to be more responsible, right? And do our part in making sure that we keep our environment safe. Right? Because I understand those were the days when Corozal was really getting a lot of heat. You know, it was extremely hot, and we may never know. Maybe that was a cause. That's what caused the fire to even ignite and started, right, through a fan. So we recognize the fact. We want to encourage others, encourage the students also to realize that the world is changing. Climate is nothing to play with. We can't control it, but we can also adapt and try to do something positive, so we are prepared for it. Right? So it's not only about the donation, but also recognizing the issues that we're having now.
The computer lab will be completed in the next few days. Students from Standard 3 all the way to Standard 6 will benefit from the long-awaited computer classes. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is slowly coming to a close. However, the importance of early detection and awareness transcends the month of October. It is essential to know your risks for developing breast cancer. Being a woman is one, although men can get breast cancer too. Being overweight or obese, lack of exercise, having a family history of cancer, your reproductive history, and of course in Belize, even our ethnic background makes us more susceptible to breast cancer. And while age is a risk factor based on recent statistics in Belize, all women over the age of 18 are encouraged to check their breasts monthly and visit a doctor if they detect changes.
El cáncer más frecuente en la mujer es el número 1 a nivel mundial, obviamente incluyendo Belice, no es la excepción.
Exacto.
La edad de presentación aproximadamente va entre los 40 y 65 años. Puede ser antes de los 40, incluso después de los 65 también. En Belice, la incidencia del cáncer de mama, que incidencia significa el número de casos nuevos, es aproximadamente entre 80 y 100. Wow. O sea, es un número alto para una población relativamente pequeña. Ese es un gran problema. El otro problema que tenemos en Belice es que las pacientes acuden a la consulta ya en estadios avanzados. ¿Qué significa esto? Que lógicamente va a ser más difícil el tratamiento y mucho más difícil la sobrevida. El cáncer de mama es una enfermedad en sus estadios iniciales muy silenciosa. ¿Qué pasa? No da signos, no da síntomas, usted no siente nada. A medida que pasa el tiempo, se le recomienda a las mujeres, por eso el autoexamen. ¿Qué es eso? Bueno, el autoexamen implica que la mujer frecuentemente, por lo menos una vez al mes, esté revisándose sus pechos, se explore todo, se explore la axila, se explore el pezón, que haga una exhaustiva revisión, por lo menos, ya sea frente a un espejo, ya sea en el baño, como se le haga mucho cómodo, pero tiene que revisarse. Si la paciente no siente nada, podemos esperar hasta los 40 años y hacer su primera mamografía. Que eso es lo que estamos tratando en este mes, de que sean sus mamografías de screening, se llaman, o de tamizaje o de chequeo. Si la paciente cuando tiene su autoexamen detecta un bultito, pues tiene que ir inmediatamente al doctor para que nosotros tomemos la decisión. ¿Qué estudio se va a realizar o qué vamos a hacer con ese síntoma? ¿Ya? Por eso, como usted comentó, el mes de octubre, porque obviamente tenemos que concientizarlas todo el año.
Exacto.
No es solo octubre, ¿verdad? Pero se ha dedicado el mes de octubre a una sensibilización a nivel mundial de lucha internacional contra el cáncer de mama. Para esto, para que explicarles a las pacientes que tienen que, aunque no sientan síntomas, por favor, vayan a su chequeo habitual, que es una vez al año.
Early detection in the case of breast cancer is a significant factor in treatment and prognosis. And so, Dr. Flores says awareness goes a long way in breaking the taboo surrounding cancer.
Sé que tienen mucho temor, tienen miedo, tienen tabú. O sea, ¿por qué? Porque así las criaron su abuela, y esto es de generación en generación. Tu abuela, mi bisabuela, te enseñan que el pudor hacia la mujer, no mostrar su pecho. Pero la época ha cambiado, o sea, antes desgraciadamente no había la tecnología para detectarlo. Ahora, en esta actualidad, pues hay de todo para poder ayudar y apoyarlas. O sea, ellas tienen que simplemente ir a su chequeo. Dicen, octubre, si se le olvidó en todo el año, pero gracias a Dios tenemos el mes de octubre que hacen campañas y campañas, entonces que se acuerden, ok, ya es octubre, voy a ir a revisarme. Eso es lo que ellas tienen que tener presente, como que no es que vamos a encontrar algo o que le van a decir algo, no, ella va a su chequeo normal.
Exacto.
Si lo detectamos a tiempo, es la clave. Si no tiene nada, pues se va tranquila a su casa y la esperamos el próximo año. Esto es toda Latinoamérica. Es lo mismo, hasta que sienten algo van a correr al doctor.
Exacto.
Pero no, por eso tratamos con estas campañas es de hacer prevención, o sea, tratar de, antes de que aparezca, por favor, vaya a vigilar. ¿Por qué? Esto de la detección temprana, que es el objetivo de este mes, es la clave. La detección temprana te permite un tratamiento adecuado en tiempo y forma, y lógicamente evitamos lo que se llaman metástasis. Metástasis es cuando el cáncer se mueve hacia otro órgano, que puede ser el pulmón, la columna, el cerebro, y obviamente en esa fase ya está muy difícil que logremos controlar, ¿verdad? Porque no es curar completamente, controlar el cáncer. Por eso es que este mes se llama de sensibilización para la detección temprana.
Exacto.
Ese es el objetivo. Y decirle a las mujeres, no esperes hasta que tengas un síntoma, por favor, vaya a hacerse su chequeo normal. Y es concientizar, educar, fomentar a las pacientes para eso.
Cancers in stages 3 and 4 that have spread to other parts of the body often require radiation, which is not available in Belize. These cases have a higher mortality rate, and so early detection and prevention are always key.
Los estadios lo que nos permiten es, o describe qué tan avanzado está el cáncer. Entonces hay varias escalas, está del 0 al 4. El 0 prácticamente son solo células localizadas en un lugar, sin invasión de nada. El 1 prácticamente, estadio 1 es lo mismo, es otras células, invaden un poco lo que es el tejido adyacente normal, sin extenderse. El 2 y el 3 prácticamente es ya un tumor más grande, que podría estar, si está en este lado, se cruza al otro lado, invade todo esto. Es el tamaño y qué tanto va invadiendo la mama. Y después van hacia los ganglios de la axila, que también eso es muy importante, porque una vez que agarra la axila, ya agarra viaje. Entonces el 2 y el 3 prácticamente es un tumor relativamente grande, que invade mucha área del busto e invade la axila. Entonces, ¿qué pasa con el 4, que es el último?
Exacto.
Ya no está contenido en el seno, ya no está contenido en la axila, ya se escapó, por decirlo así, y ya está invadiendo otros órganos. Ya se va al cerebro, se va al pulmón, se va al hígado, y como les comento, ya en el estadio 4 es muy difícil contenerlo y tratarlo, y ya la mortalidad es alta.
Women are encouraged to get a mammogram done annually, which encourages early detection, which can ultimately save your life. Coming up next, bus operators seek another increase in bus fares. Stay tuned.
With Express Plus, you can stream on the go or stream at home. Stream the latest movies, telenovelas, series, anime, or music videos from your favorite local artists. Sign up now with Centaur's Express Plus.
Let's go! We gotta catch up with Scooby-Doo!
In the middle of nowhere, Scooby-Doo found a little courage.
That's me!
It's my friends.
Oh!
And a lot of adventure.
Like, man, this place is totally freaky. Why is the water dripping upward?
Now,
if you're in a situation, I've never seen cicadas that big before. More weird and creepy, mysterious stuff happens in nowhere than anywhere else in the world.
it's on our flag.
Getting scared, then welcome to the town that isn't there.
Enjoy.
Yes, there's nowhere to run. The insects grow to crazy sizes here.
Creepy is a compliment, bananas is a verb. Bravery, I'm confident, is still a dirty word.
And nowhere to hide. out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Woohoo! Jackpot! Watch the masters at work.
Needs more mustard. Excuse me, must have been something I ate.
Look for it on digital and DVD.
Belizeans across the country can expect some level of rainfall for the remainder of the week. That is the latest update from the National Meteorological Service of Belize. The impending wet conditions are attributed to the remnants of a tropical depression which found its way into the region earlier this week. So, for the rest of this week, make sure you bring out your raincoats and umbrellas because you might just need it.
To put it in the correct perspective, it's the remnants of Tropical Depression 21. Tropical Depression 21 formed yesterday evening at 3 p.m. and was very short-lived. It moved into Nicaragua overnight, and by this morning it has dissipated. The remnants of the system is expected to produce an increase in moisture over us. Actually, we are already feeling that increase. We noticed that there's a few more showers today compared to yesterday. And as we go into this evening and tonight, we expect those showers to increase across the country and persist at least until around Friday. In terms of rainfall totals, one of the models is forecasting about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall today, increasing to a maximum of about 3 inches tomorrow and tomorrow night, and then decreasing again Thursday to about 1 to 2 inches, and Friday with less than an inch. So we expect a peak in rainfall tomorrow and then decreasing for the remainder of the week after that.
Now, if you are wondering what the weather will look like after the passage of the rain, Chief Meteorologist Ronald Gordon says you can breathe a sign of relief as the extremely hot weather experienced earlier in the month is not expected to continue.
The first at least 2 weeks of October were actually extremely hot. We saw record-breaking temperatures over parts of the country. However, we did have that, as you call it, cool front. Technically, it's a cool front. However, we know that the first fronts of the season are not that cold. That system crossed us, I believe, last week. And since then, temperatures have cooled down. After the system, after the rainfalls, we don't expect the temperatures to peak as high as they were in the first parts of the month. So the good news is that we don't expect those extreme temperatures that we were seeing during the first 2 weeks of October.
Even with only a few weeks left in the 2023 hurricane season, however, Gordon is encouraging Belizeans to remain vigilant and prepared for any eventuality.
We cannot say for sure. Certainly, we know that the hurricane season goes until the end of November. And we do know that we had a hurricane in November last year. So certainly, the advice is for persons to be on the alert and to remain prepared and vigilant in case something does come our way. We cannot forecast at least more than 2 weeks in advance whether a system will develop in the area. So certainly it's important to keep monitoring the day-to-day forecast and see what evolves. And certainly the National Met Service will be here to advise if anything is imminent and heading our way.
Belizeans are encouraged to remain informed about the latest weather trends across the country by visiting the National Meteorological Service website, where daily forecasts are published. The holiday season is fast approaching, and the Belize Camping Experience through their Harvest for Kids program is seeking your support in purchasing apples for this Christmas season. The Apples for Kids project comes every year just in time for the festive season. So if you are looking to purchase apples for a special event or children's party, this is your opportunity to get them while also supporting a worthy cause.
It is our Apples for Kids fundraiser. We get to have that every year around in December. Some of the people here at Orange Rock support us very well. So we are back here in Orange Rock because, you know, that time of the year is coming again, and we want to just inform the people that we're doing our Apples for Kids fundraiser again. This year in December, we're spreading the news that they can already start calling us to make their orders at 614-3579. This year we will have again our red apples, our golden apples, The apples will be arriving like on the second week of December. But the thing is that right now we're having an early bird promotion. So if you call now, order now, pay now, before November 30th, you can get them for $120 for the box. Because when they arrive, then the price will go up to $130. And it's all part of our fundraiser at BCE so that we can continue the work that we do with the kids and the youth.
This year, the Apples for Kids project is once again partnering with local corporate businesses such as Caribbean Chicken to help bring your apples close to home.
We're very excited for what could happen this year. I mean, last year we sold out after 3 days that the whole container arrived. So this year, that's why we're starting actually earlier to spread the news because we want everybody to have a chance to be able to get their apples and support. It's been great, the partnerships that we've had with some companies like Caribbean Chicken who help us with the storage and the distributing all over the country. So the people of Orange Rock, they can just pick up their apples at the Caribbean Chicken here in Orange Rock. Our apples go all the way in the Belmopan in the freezer there, but Orange Rock people, we deliver it all the way here. They can pick it up here. This year, we are also excited to launch a new kind of website that will be spreading around where the people some people can call us at the number or other people can go to the website and they can just make their orders there, fill in their information, how much boxes they want, when they want, and then the website kind of keeps tracks of all of our orders. So it's just to try to make it a bit more efficient for our supporters on how they can get their apples.
With the purchase of these apples, you will be supporting the development of Belizean youths as the Belize Camping Experience continues its work through their motto, Belize Helping Belize.
The amazing thing about these apples, besides the fact that they're delicious and they're crunchy all the way from Mexico, is that what it supports. So when you buy a box of apples, the finances, the support, it goes towards the work that we do at Belize Camping Experience. So one of our main things is our summer camps. We get to do summer day camps, which is during the summer we go into the different communities throughout Belize City, George Street, Southside, all of those areas to do summer day camps with the kids. And even after that time, throughout the year from like September all the way through May again, we continue doing follow-ups with those same communities. So we continue to visit those kids regularly throughout the year. Other programs that we have with the kids is that we have a few schools that invite us to run their chapel programs with them. And that's more on the kid side of things. Also in the youth, we do a lot of leadership training. All of these kids programs, we get volunteers, young people from throughout the country to come with us, volunteer, get training, leadership training on different professionalism, work ethic, all of those things, so that we can, build up and help tomorrow's leaders. These are all just different programs. So when you're actually buying a box of apples, you're giving back into Belize because our vision is to see Belize change Belize. We believe that, God has given every Belizean everything that they need to give back a positive impact into our own country.
To pre-order your box of apples, you can contact BCE at phone number 614-3579 before the end of November to receive a special price. Yesterday, October 23rd, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Minister of Youth, Sports and Transport, met with representatives of the Belize Bus Owners Cooperative BBOC, Westline, James Bus Company, and the Belmopan Bosito Association. At the meeting, all parties agreed that upgrading bus standards is necessary for modernizing the transport industry. The ministry clarified that by the end of December 2023, all public transport bus operators are to upgrade at least 50% of their fleets. By the end of December 2024, they will have met the target of 100%.
I said that was the main concern because they thought that, based on what I said, that the deadline for 100% upgrade was December 2023, and it was actually December 2024, so I was the one who made the mistake. It was a very good interactive meeting, and we come to terms, and we are going to figure out what is the way forward for the betterment of the industry in Belize.
As for the bus operators, they acknowledge the need to improve the safety and quality of service provided to Belizean commuters and are already engaged in upgrading their bus fleets to meet the new bus standards. But they are also asking for an increase in bus fares.
Honestly, in our meeting today, we discussed prices because everything comes at a cost, okay?
And with the state of the economy, the high rise in fuel, parts, tires, honestly, the government has to do their part. And the minister did allude that yes, they understand, because in other words, for this to happen, then operators will be looking about 75% price increase in bus fares, because when we got the subsidy, fuel was just 11 change per gallon. Right now we are above 13 change per gallon, and everything is going up. The bus operators had to pay their salary, pay more to their employees, because due to the $5 per hour minimum wage, they had to do that. Social Security, there was an increase in that since then. I think it's 2 increase in Social Security, so it's quite expensive, and so we had a very amicable meeting here today, and cool head prevailed, and that was one of the major thing with our operators, that you're telling the operators, come December, all these buses should be off the road, and so we clarify that. So operators, if you're listening, if you have a bus because if you look at the tiers, it said anything exceed 15 years. So once it's inspected and DOT inspected and it passed the inspection, then you get a 2 years permit. You're not going to get a 5 years or a 10 years permit, but you will still be able to operate that bus. So it's just a bit of clarity that the operators wanted out there. We have got to do our part, be cautious out there. Your bus can be old, but make sure you try to repair the seats, fix the flooring, make sure it's roadworthy, and basically that was our message in there today, roadworthiness. Once it's DOT certified and inspected, then we're not in the position right now to go and we can get newer buses, but at the end of the day, it comes at a cost. And the cost that it's going to come with, we don't know if Cabinet is going to approve it, because what we would be asking for is an increase in bus fares.
Also discussed in the meeting was the need to retrofit public transport buses with bucket seats to ensure a more comfortable commuting experience on the main highways. Additionally, express buses are required to have air conditioning. This is in addition to meeting all safety requirements in the bus engine and infrastructure as per the checklist of bus standards. For bus operators that meet the required standards and remain in good standing with their road service permits, RSP terms, and conditions, the ministry may support their application for financing from their preferred banking institutions. During the transition period, the ministry will consider options for further support, including consideration for having different grades or classes of buses, such as premier and economy grades. Furthermore, the ministry will analyze other options tabled to address cost recovery issues. Sports in Corozal is reshaping one step at a time. Over the last few weeks, the Corozal Football Association made a donation of football equipment and financing to the Corozal Community College for the school to engage its female students in a girls' intramural tournament for the Corozal district. Yesterday, a similar donation was handed over to representatives of the Escuela Secundaria Técnica Mexico. The donation was made possible courtesy of the Corozal Football Association and the Football Federation of Belize. Both football entities are seeking that ESTM also engage their female students in football. The equipment includes balls and cones which will be used by the girls to practice for the girls' intramural tournament, which will commence at a date yet to be announced. In a social media post, the Corozal Football Association says it is committed to supporting schools and football development in the Corozal district. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Wednesday, October 25th here on Ctv3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at Ctv3 News BZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.